They prepared their stations for the day's customers. The vault was secure. The doors were soon to open. Everything was normal, everything was calm, but shadows were moving. The city was unprepared for what was to come. Two men prepared for this day with cold precision. Larry Eugene Phillips Jr. was one. He was the planner, the older of the two. He had a history of crime. He saw banks as easy targets, full of cash. He craved the big score. Phillips was driven by a dark ambition. He had studied police tactics. He believed he could outsmart them, outfight them. His accomplice was Emil Decebal Matasareanu, younger, stronger. He shared Phillips's disdain for the law. He too dreamed of wealth. Together they formed a dangerous partnership. They had robbed armored cars before. They had tasted success. They wanted more. Their plans were meticulous. Their resolve was firm. They were not average bank robbers. They were something far more lethal. They were tragically mistaken. At roughly 9:16 a.m., their dark sedan pulled up to the Bank of America. Phillips and Matasareanu emerged. They were visions of terror, clad in black. Ski masks concealed their faces. Their bulky body armor made them look inhuman. They carried their assault rifles openly. Civilians on the street froze. Disbelief warred with fear. This was not a movie. This was real. They stormed through the bank's entrance. Shouts erupted. "Everybody down! This is a robbery!" Panic swept through the lobby. Customers and employees dropped to the floor. The air filled with the metallic click of weapons. The robbers moved with brutal efficiency. Phillips fired a burst into the ceiling. Plaster rained down. The message was clear. Resistance was futile, or so they thought. Phillips herded bank staff towards the vault area. Matasareanu stood guard in the lobby. His rifle swept across the terrified hostages. They demanded access to the main vault. But this branch used a different system, multiple smaller safes, not the single large vault they expected. Frustration mounted. They had miscalculated. Outside, someone had seen them enter. The siege was about to begin. The first LAPD patrol car screeched to a halt near the bank. Officers Dean Schramm and William Krulak were inside. They expected a standard bank robbery call, perhaps suspects already gone, or contained within. They cautiously approached. Then they saw him. Larry Phillips Jr. He was exiting the bank's north entrance. He saw them too. There was no hesitation, no surrender, only gunfire. Phillips raised his AK-47. He opened fire. A torrent of high-velocity rounds slammed into the patrol car. The officers